Welcome to the Good, the Bad podcast.
It's a safe place where we talk about all things good and bad.
All right. Well, hello, guys. To introduce myself, my name is Mikyla. I'm currently living in Tucson, Arizona. I live here with my husband. He's in the Air Force, so we're stationed over here. I'm a junior in college, technically, and I'm studying just arts and media. I really love photography. I love to be outdoors and go hiking. I also love to bake and cook. And I also am a big bookworm recently. So I've been really into memoirs and just like thrillers and romance books. Okay, my favorite book of all time. Pride and Prejudice. That's a good one. My sun's sign is Scorpio. And 3 things that I use every day just for fun is my pink water bottle that I left in the back of Joe's car for like months.
And I think it was over a year.
Bro, yeah, I think so, like from Christmas. I'm trying to think another thing I use that often. Oh, my iPad. I honestly use this thing a lot, but I use my iPad like every day. I like to read on it sometimes because the book I bought was digital. I do a lot of like digital planning on calendars and stuff recently and homework on it. iPads are a great investment if you're a student or you're working like a tech job or anything like that. And the last thing that I use every day is probably my microwave or my fridge. My fridge, yeah.
All right. That was very informational. As if I didn't know any of that. All right. My name's Joe. My full name's Jocelyn. I'm 19 years old, a sophomore in college, and my major is computer science. My favorite book genres are thriller and romance, and I'm a Capricorn. I would say 3 things that I have been loving to use recently is the Cica Pear Tiger Grass color correcting treatment, my Aquaphor for my lips, and all the nooks and crannies for those crusty areas, and probably the Make It Last setting spray by Milani. It's pretty nice. I like it. And affordable, so sponsor us.
Or Aquaphor, if you're out there, sponsor us.
Love Aquaphor. Very good job at moisturizing.
You're getting all the nooks and crannies.
Yes.
Well, we just wanted to introduce ourselves and kind of tell you how our podcast is going to be organized and kind of what we're going to be doing. So the first Tuesday of every month, we're going to discuss, analyze, and probably tear apart some books.
Then we'll probably relate the books that we do read and compare it to the real world, like in our world specifically. And if there's like another world in that book, like some real stuff that goes on, and just it's fun to compare things, just to get away. The whole point of reading books,
And then, so that's going to be the first Tuesday. And then the rest of the weeks, every Tuesday, we're going to post us just discussing everyday topics, just from like extreme theories to mundane ideas. And we're just going to discuss all the good and the bad. Wink. So basically the whole idea behind starting this podcast is really just, it's stemmed from a few reasons, honestly. So one of the reasons has just been like able for Joe and I to see the way we grow over time, the way we speak, or what our ideas are on certain controversial topics or anything like that. We just kind of want to see how we grow as a person and have it documented so we can watch back when we're one day old and gray.
Another reason would probably be to stay in touch. I've known Mikyla since my freshman year of high school. So what is that? 4 years?
Yeah, 4 or 5-ish.
4 or 5, something like that. And we clicked pretty fast. I mean, it took one day of hanging out, and like it was just like we've been friends for like ever. And having conversations with her is really interesting and eye-opening. I never feel attacked or threatened in like controversial ideas. Like even if we have disagreements, like it's mature and we like try to think about people or their ideas and their point of view. And I feel like more people should do that. So
100%.
I think in a way, by doing this podcast, not only are we doing it for ourselves, but maybe we can encourage others to put their feet in other people's shoes. Exactly. I know, cliche.
Or just discuss like important topics, you know, like
yeah.
I feel like some people are just so like detached. I know I was like just detached from the real world, but then whenever I have conversations like with you, it just feels like, oh shit, like, you know, this is like big brain stuff.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, so we also feel like that by discussing all of these ideas, like we said, it's going to make us become more knowledgeable. That's a big reason I know why we both read, is like for enjoyment and then to learn and just develop our brains basically. As we mature, learn and adapt, we think it's just going to be, you know, a great overall experience going through this podcast with each other and just like learning more about ourselves and each other. So it'll be fun. For sure.
And not to mention, reading actually helps with, what's the word? Insert word here.
Comprehension, vocabulary.
Yes, but I'm talking about Alzheimer's.
Like memory loss.
It helps minimize the
risk.
The risk.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Not to mention that reading helps minimize the risk of getting Alzheimer's, which I think tends to show up in your mid or late 50s, maybe your 60s.
Yeah.
So start reading. Start reading now.
Yeah, start reading or else. No, that's scary. And it just develops you in such a beautiful way. And I don't know, you get to learn and grow. It doesn't hurt to pick up a book every now and again.
It doesn't. And I think once you start reading, it doesn't matter what kind of book you're reading, maybe even a magazine, but try to stay away from like influential things, because I don't think it really helps. It could. It just depends on like what you're looking for or what you don't know you're looking for, if that makes sense. Like I just picked up a book recently and I finished it, and now I'm on to the next book because I realized to be able to appreciate books more. So we're also encouraging more book reading.
100%. Because I feel like nowadays, like there's Instagram Reels, TikTok, just these short videos. I know they can go to 3 minutes now, but I just feel like it's honestly hurting us in a way, just this fast content. And it's just like you don't really develop, and you're just scrolling and looking at products. And then, for me, I mean, that's one of my problems with shopping, is like, I feel like I just find all these people posting these products and stuff. And it's just like, I just get wrapped up in other people's ideas and their like influences. So I feel like for us in this podcast, we're not trying to like tell you one way. We're just trying to discuss openly like topics and just how we feel about it. But we're not trying to be like, you need to think like this or you need to do that,
Yeah, exactly. And there's definitely going to be times where I'm sure me and Mikyla will have disagreements, and it's still going to be a safe and open space. So, exactly. I mean, it might even become entertaining. I disagree.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
Good stuff.
For sure. You can follow our Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Good, The Bad Podcast, and on Twitter at podcasttgtb. We would love to hear your constructive criticism, so feel free to leave ratings, comments, and tell us your favorite book that you want us to review on our socials.
Bye, guys.
Peace!